Hey everyone, we're the Bearded Bastards gaming group with the Villains Demand. This is our continuation of session 30, our D&D 5th edition game, The Ancient War Reborn. I'm your DM, JVD.
Hey guys, I'm Evan the Great from the Villains Demand. I'm playing your Elven Bard, Luda Silverstring Paladin, Bahamut, Harper Agent, and we're off on an adventure on a a wooden forest road.
All around great guy.
Cause it's adventure time.
Hey, I'm the Bearded Wonder with the Villains Demand, and I'm playing Vesper North, the Moon Elf Rogue / Warlock. And I can't believe it's been 30 episodes.
I know, right? 30 sessions.
30
But if you cut them by episodes down online, there's like,
Yeah.
we're well over 100. We might be pushing 120 right now.
I am Smiley playing Ordered Whitehammer. He just started off on his first day of proper schooling.
You know, and with that, 30 episodes, I feel like people are missing out on a good game, but because we're not set up like Critical Role or anything.
Yeah.
We look all fancy, people don't want to watch it.
Right, yeah.
But anyways, fuck them. But if you are watching, thanks.
If you are watching this, you are a fucking awesome person.
We are the trailer park boys of D&D.
So,
Do not
Vesper,
say that.
the Bearded Wonder, give me the...
Alright, so we left Maelstrom, and we came to Waterdeep by way of the Harper teleportation circle. We went and sent a message via Luda to Leosin for him and Varys to meet us at the safe house. We went to the safe house, talked to Leosin about the plan of action since the cult of the dragon was moving from their tower, and we are fixing to use the teleportation circle to go to Loudwater, and then we're going to have to find a way to get to the cult's tower.
We're on a walk.
And that about sums it up.
So, with the thought of Loudwater, you step the teleportation circle.
Can I say something before
Yeah,
we go?
sure.
Sorry. Brought to Luda's attention, or in her mind, right before we do take off. She does tell y'all, because Leosin said he's having problems getting through to Loudwater and stuff like that. The last time we had problems is when we went to the Giant Kingdom. And they had evil dragons there and a lot of backstabbery, so be careful.
So you're thinking that you can contact
I'm letting them know,
bits of Loudwater, dude?
I don't think I'm going to be able to contact outside of Loudwater when we get in there.
I don't think what the problem getting now is going in.
So I'm just letting.
No. Getting messages, sendings in, you couldn't do it.
I'm just letting Leosin and you
That's
guys
what
know.
that's what you're talking about, right?
This is probably it until we get find out what's going on in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or probably Loudwater.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, just so I'm guessing you would think the same as the same. This applies to the tower as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is that as far as the messages?
Yeah,
cut
I
off?
really think that's what's going on.
So you're expecting a dragon?
Well,
Hey, I'm down. I'm fucking down with that shit.
It's the cult of the dragon.
that or it could be the sisters that was doing this at the other place, but it was something like that.
But why would they do it here?
Or it could be the Zhent trying to keep,
Or it
trying to
could
keep
be
information.
the Zhent.
But that doesn't explain why the messages got cut off from the tower.
That's true.
It might just be a being giving this power off to stop this too. Whoever
the
she's
deal.
at.
Well, the Blue Dragon could eavesdrop in on our messages.
It's a
If he was sending a message from the tower, I'm pretty sure he could listen in. And like, oh, you're a fucking traitor, you're fucking dead.
Anyway, I just wanted to let them know that the communication could be rough after we get out of here.
That one part of me kind of wanted to sign Interact to be the inside man, just because I thought it would be funny, because Wesley was always a dick to him.
Alright. So, with the thought, you feel the uneasiness, the weightlessness, you dissolve, you teleport into Loudwater. Vesper, Luda, roll me Constitution saves. That seems to be the theme over the last couple sessions. Make sure you guys OP.
Also,
6.
15.
Vesper, you do not need to roll Constitutions anymore for teleportation. Luda, on the other hand, throws up all the food she ate at the Harper Safe House. And she can just not seem to get this teleportation thing under control.
So the crowd knows. Constitution and wisdom are my kryptonite.
As you kind of steady your legs and you come to, you hear a lot of chatter up above you, and you realize you're in a small cellar. And in this cellar, there's a barrel and a wooden chair. and there's a set of stairs that go up.
Okay, I'm gonna use the coin
Yeah.
that Ord gave me
Mm-hmm.
to pop off that disguise self.
All right.
I gave one to
Oh.
Rusty as well.
You
And
said
Roost able too, yeah.
a chair and what?
There's a wooden chair and a wooden barrel.
It just sounded very familiar the first time we met that vent girl. We was in a room like this.
Oh, this is a little bit smaller than that, but I mean,
I'm just needed.
it's like a 15 by
Yeah.
15 foot room. It
It
might be the
sounds like
size of
their
what
average
we're in.
cellar, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just rolling through her mind, like, cause she's
Well,
now. I fail.
I mean, it's like the size of the
Yeah.
teleportation spot in Waterdeep that you've been to, and just like the one in, except for the one in Everland's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So, and it's well furnished. This is not.
Yeah,
She's I'm on
I
my
have or Uskia
Mm-hmm.
transfer. She'll transform into like a female elf,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll transform into female human.
Oh, look at that! You switch roles.
Yeah.
I like how you
Ord
got-
shakes his head and turns into a human, like a burly human that looks like he's a blacksmith.
So you kind of look like Grizzly.
I turn into Grizzly.
You turned into Grizzly.
But with a different color hair, but I look like Grizzly.
Okay, cool.
Get rainbow.
What about you, Luda?
I turned into a dwarf that looks like Lord.
You look
You're
like
supposed to
Lord.
not. You're supposed to be a bloody human.
I can
You want her to be the speaker?
Oh, yeah.
So what are you
I
turning
can turn
into?
into a typical commoner like Leelson told me to do.
But a dwarf that looks like a Ord.
Yeah, the dwarf looks like a
No,
horse.
just a regular human.
Stick and everything.
Regular commoner. Commoner clothes and everything.
You know, it'd be cool if you'd been like, I'm gonna turn into Grom Whitehammer. All right, so you guys, you take these stairs up, and you realize the roof closes in on you guys as you're climbing up, and you can see a small crack of light that runs vertical as you approach. Who's going first? Who's the first in line?
I guess I will.
Okay.
I don't care.
When you get close, you see somebody walk by, and you might be able to see up to their knee, like their knee below, and they just walk by this door.
So almost like a cellar door, kind of.
It's small. No, it's smaller than a cellar door. This door might be. There's two of them. They might be a foot by foot.
Okay.
I want to whisper to Vesper. Did you say Mjolnir?
Okay, I'll try it. I'll say near her.
Nothing.
Okay.
But I mean, you hear all this chattering about. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of people here.
Should we wait till it quiets down?
Because of you guys.
I thought that was of the essence to walk off.
Okay. I'll try the door.
You open the door, and you realize there are two cabinet doors below a table. And you walk out, and there's a human, and he kind of looks down over here. He says, "Use the back door," and he goes back to cooking food.
Okay.
And he just does. He doesn't pay no attention. He just points. Use the back door, and he goes back to cooking.
Okay. So we can come through?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
get in. I mean, you crawl out on your hands and knees, and you basically come through a cabinet. That the bottom door's a cabinet.
As I come out, I whisper, "Methinks," and I'll put a gold coin down by him.
And you sound like a word when you do this.
Would I sound any other way?
I don't know. Well, you think about it, there's a difference between a human accent and a dwarven accent. I'm just saying, because he's gonna look at you kind of.
It
funny.
doesn't change my voice.
So,
It
well,
changes
but maybe
my
you
look.
would try to change your voice. Be like,
Be like,
here's a coin. You know,
Here is coin.
Methinks, my good man.
there you go. And he just kind of,
Mom.
he just kind of nods his head, and he's going back to cutting up this chicken. He pays you no attention whatsoever.
I put like 30 platinum. No, I'm joking.
Um,
Like, I can quit.
You go out the back door, and it is evening. The sun is starting to set. No one kind of pays you any attention as you walk out. You all look normal commoner looking people. No one pays you any attention as you walk out. But there's a lot more people running around Loudwater than there was the last time you were here. A lot of people don't seem so shut in. A lot of people are walking around, and you see a symbol that you have not seen in a long time. And it's a symbol of the Emerald Enclave. And you see a lot of these people just kind of walk around in groups, almost like they're patrolling the streets.
Should we talk to them?
I think we might want to get a lay of the land first.
well,
See
then they could
what's
probably
going
help
on.
us.
Yeah, they're allies. I mean, there's no harm doing it.
Well, we need to go, we're leaving out of here to go to the forest, ain't we?
Yeah, but we were gonna see about talking to them around Enclave for mounts.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were told that the mounts wouldn't do us much good. So that's the griffins.
Unless they're griffins.
We do really want to have griffins, but I doubt that will happen.
We can talk to the guards, ask them what's the best way to do to travel through those forest mountains.
We can ask maybe where their commanding officer is.
Yeah, there would be one here.
I mean, I'm sure they have a commanding officer here.
You know what? So you're gonna go try to ask somebody?
Yeah, just ask,
One of us should have turned in.
I mean, you clearly just seen some people with the symbol, but as you're kind of debating on what you're gonna do, you see a group of 3 guys, heavily armored, you know, great swords on their back, big weapons, and you automatically think we're the gauntlet.
Yeah, I was about to say gauntlet.
Yeah, you see the light blue gauntlet on their left hand.
well, we don't want to say that we're friends of Rolling Ivor, but
We don't.
no.
Why not? He's got them like their,
Yeah,
in a weird, strange
but then
way.
it would
He's
give
like
us
the
away.
prince.
But I feel like it would give us away, like who we are.
Well, I thought we were trying to keep from causing commotion with people that actually live here.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we walk up to either the Emerald Enclave or the Order Gauntlet, whichever one's closer. at this
I was
point.
gonna walk up. Wait, who's in charge?
Who?
I did one of the 2.
Well, you need to pick. You have to pick one.
I say the Emerald Enclave.
Okay. Yeah, we'll walk up to them on
Yeah.
enclave.
You ask who's in charge, and they'll tell you. Fall Leaf.
Where can we find Fall Leaf?
She's probably out front, watching out for Stone Giant. She usually takes the night crew.
I was hoping he was gonna say it. Literally.
She was actually at the Lord's Alliance. Remember?
Well, they said they all left.
Yeah, but that was.
I was hoping that she
long
was gonna.
ago.
Well, everybody else was teleporting. I was just hoping she was gonna pass through.
Mhm.
And I'll just ask if they can point us toward where she'd be at on the front wall.
They point east. You can't miss her. She's the shortest person here.
Alright, I'll pop them all through. If there's 3 of them,
Uh
I'll pop them all through a go coin.
huh. They'll catch it and they'll just hand it back to you. We don't need that.
Okay.
We just need to know why.
We're friends of Ed Hillary. We just need to talk to somebody in charge.
You say this and they kind of looked at each other skeptically.
We're with the Lord's Alliance.
You look like commoners.
Low profile, you understand?
I take my hand and I put, cause it's a illusion disguise.
Yeah.
I put the hand on the human head.
They just kind of, oh, all right. Like, follow us. They'll take you to her.
Methinks.
They take you towards the front of town, and you see a small female halfling, and she's got, what they call a spike with deer. They just got the 2 horns sticking up.
Yeah.
She's got a crown that's got 2 spikes, antlers on it, and she's about 15 foot up the road, and she's yelling into the forest, and she seemed pretty angry. And she's like, I told you not to do that. It's not part of the plan. You need to do this next time. Do not disobey me. And you can just kind of see the trees above her just kind of shake and shudder. You hear this low creaking sound. They walk up like, good luck. She's in one of her moods.
Why is every time we speak to somebody, they're in one of their moods? Have you noticed this?
It's better than being just a plain Jane character, right?
Yeah.
You don't want an NPC that's like, yeah, okay,
Yeah. Like they're Highlands Annex.
It's not right, yeah, they're doped up with no emotion. But yeah, she's like stomping her foot, she's pointing into the forest and whatnot, and you can just hear this low creaking and moaning of branches, like they're caught in wind, but there's no wind blowing.
Should we call her Commander?
Commander Foley?
Commander Fall Leaf. I'll yell that out as we approach.
She doesn't even pay you no attention. She continues to yell and point in the forest, and she keeps pointing east the entire time.
I'll just walk up beside her.
Her calming through her anger, as her anger gets worse, turns into a language you don't understand. And the foot stomping gets harder, and she starts exaggerating her points to the east.
Now, I do know Sylvan.
It's not Sylvan.
No, I lied, just to let you know.
It's druidic.
I'll just walk up beside her and just kind of stand there for a second.
I know like 2 languages.
She doesn't even acknowledge that you're there.
I'll kind of lean over and be like, problems with the trees.
And she said, problem with you if you don't move.
I'll be like, listen, we're friends of it, Hillary.
And when you say this, she looks at you. Excuse me? I said move.
Okay, I'll step back.
She goes back to yelling towards the trees. This goes on for about another 5-10 minutes.
I'm
And you
distracted from my
still hear the moaning of these branches and creaking and whatnot. And finally she kind of pushes down the furs on her coat. She says, what do you want?
Sorry to have gotten off on the wrong foot there, perhaps.
She said, is that a short joke? Because you're a foot taller than me or so?
No,
She said, I don't take kindly to short jokes.
I'm not making a short joke.
And-
I assure you.
Roll me a dexterity check.
21.
You get out of the way, and she says, I assure you I can be bigger than you. And she turns into this giant grizzly on its back legs. And you gotta just jump back, and you're just like, holy shit. And then she changes back. She's like, make a short joke again.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't make a short joke. I was just, we need,
She said, are you sure? Because you sound like you're worried, and now you're scared. So maybe you were making a short joke.
no, I'm not worried about that. We just need
Then
help.
why do you keep trying to like go on about I'm sorry?
Listen.
Usually people say they're sorry when they mean something.
Listen, we're friends of it, Hillary. We just need some information. We're after the cult of the dragon.
Oh, you're friends with it, Hillary, man. She's always bringing all types of problems to the table. Kind of like this one. She's like, and I'm gonna guess you're the reason why we're here, right?
Actually, we are.
Yeah, kind of. We kicked this into.
She was like, that's not even the problem. She's like, but thanks, I was just, chilling peacefully in the woods in the high forest, and now I've got to kind of take care of this, and there's dragons about, there's giants down the road, and now I know it's all your fault.
Well, it's not.
And she's kind of looking
Well,
around, and she's like, oh, all right, which one of you is a dwarf? The rest of you are elves?
I take my hands like past the head of the illusion.
And she said, it's creepy. Stop. Is that a short joke?
Oh, I'm not much taller than you. I don't know why they'd be making one.
She's like, okay. She's like, but now I see where the problem come from. She's like, and look how mischievous you are. You don't even look like yourselves.
Well, we were told to keep a low profile because we made a bit of ruckus last time we were here in Loudwater.
She's like, you think? And she kind of just points around and everything.
A little bit, yeah.
Is that a short joke?
For the love of God, no.
She's like, are you sure that you're not trying to offend me? Because you're doing a really good job. And as she does that, you can tell her voice starts to turn into a growl.
No, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm very sorry.
She's like, sorry people usually offend people. That's why they're sorry.
I'm an offensive person, I guess. I'm an asshole. There
She's
you
like,
go.
well then maybe you need to shut your mouth and someone else talk.
I think it's funny. I've never seen you so stumbling upon yourself.
Vesper or Intervustia can roll me perceptions. Sight or hearing, it doesn't matter. Okay. Look how
What was
excited.
it? What was it?
It's an 11.
I'll take it.
I got a 20.
Luda, what do you got? You don't have to roll if you don't want.
I'm kind of not, what is it, like 11, but
Okay, what do you got?
kind of like took him back at this.
What does Intervustia got?
Or boosted.
Strict.
I forgot to roll for her.
Yeah, you don't get a roll, Vesper. You're talking.
Oh, okay. Oh, well then that was her, so she got a 5.
Okay, if you got above 10, you notice how this is going off. These guys that took you over here, they're off just maybe 20 feet away and they're snickering. They're just kind of trying to hold their laughs in as this is going on.
I just dropped the illusion. My disguise.
So she said, now doesn't that feel better?
I'll draw mine. Why not?
You change and she kind of looks at your arm. Jesus, you should have kept yours back on.
I know, right?
What about the rest of you? Do you drop them?
Nope,
And you don't?
not right now. They also said it wouldn't be a good idea.
I hold up I take a drink of my jug and hold up to we look at the ring.
She's like, with this bitch, yeah, I kind of need one. And she takes it. And she takes a big drink.
It has 5 gallons. It's okay.
So I mean,
I think
she
is
don't have
that
that.
Vesper's not even offended. She just finds her so weird.
She's like, now look, you're wasting my time. I got stone giants to deal with. What's the problem?
We've been having Leosin of the Hoppers have been having problem getting messages here. Is this something that you may want to look into sometime? Or have someone else look into?
She was like, you know what? That's because you guys rely on magic that goes through the air. If you rely on magic that travels through the earth or maybe through the roots, trees, grass, you probably could cut the talk to me. It wouldn't be that big of a deal.
That is a very solid point. I'm not gonna argue with your logic. But we'd have to go to a tower. What do you know the quickest way to get there?
Tower, that doesn't tell me much.
What's the tower's name?
What was wrote down? Oh, shit.
God, you're great role players. You're horrible note takers.
I know I did write
I
that down.
write down every other name. I was just kind of so like, I forgot to write it down.
I was going to write it down, and I stopped with Acra, because I thought you was writing it down.
I didn't even hold my pencil. I was sorting out my dice.
She says that Acra is one of the leaders of the cult. She sent a small unit here to go into the mountains to a castle, or what is it, castle or tower that we cannot remember the name of.
Oh, I was about to crack a joke in this character, I'm not, but why would Acria be the leader of the cult?
Well,
She's the leader of the Zent.
Zent, yeah.
She can't help you unless you know where you're going.
Can I
So,
try to tell
somewhere
her
in
shit
the-
to see if I can pull it out of my ass?
I mean, this was just the first part of the session. You can't remember the name of this place.
Somewhere
You're
in-
telling her towers, and there's like literally 2 destroyed towns.
Accra, something.
Acria?
Yeah.
Shit, it's a Zen chick.
No, I'm taught in character. I'm trying to think of the name of the tower.
Oh, okay.
It's Accra, something. It's by past Palnas, I think.
It's south.
South.
Yeah, it's south of where you're at right now.
It's south.
It's about 200 miles south.
She doesn't know. She's like, my home is the north. I don't ever leave these woods. See this line? This is like my house line now. I don't ever leave this place.
What's the easiest way to travel if you do go out of this place?
She said, I don't know, depends on where you're going.
South.
South. She's like,
Accra.
she begins speaking this language again, and she starts yelling back into the trees. And after a couple minutes, she says, you're going to the south. There's a tower to the south.
Aye, that one.
There's a small town around it.
Aye, it's filled with dicks. But aye.
Okay. She's like, well, it depends. If you want to fly. She was like, I will take you 3. I won't take her. She's full of short jokes. She's like, I get you quicker there flying on the other side of the wood, but then you're on your own. She's like, but I can do that in just mere moments. She's like, but then you're on your own. She's like, but if you fly, you might get there the same amount of time, maybe quicker. She's like, but it'd be better to be on foot. You surely don't want to take horses, but then you got to worry about stone giants once you hit the mountains. She's like, so you got a ton of options, just about which one you want to take.
I like flying. Actually, I really don't like flying. You can take us to the point that nowhere.
She's like, you don't like, so you don't like flying? You like staying low to the ground?
I'm not a fan of heights.
She's like, so is that a short joke too?
No, it's not a short joke.
So
I was on a tower, a cloud giant tower. I'd like to have earth under my feet.
she's like, me too. And she stops her foot.
Precisely.
The quickest way there is the best way. For if we can get there fast, maybe we can stop this war before it happens.
She's like, well, I don't know exactly where you're going, so it's hard for me to tell you how fast you can get there the best way there.
If you can take us to, like when you offered to take us to the edge of the wood, that'll be fine, right? I don't want to fly.
It's like, yeah, I can take you to the edge of wood, but once you get there, I don't know how you're gonna get there. Do you even really know where you're going? I can just tell you about what he told me, and she points back to the trees, that, yeah, they know there's a little village with a tower way south, but that's a long trip.
What do you want to do?
Edge of the woods,
At the woods?
the best bet, 'cause we don't know exactly what this
Flying this
tower's
book
name
is
is.
away.
I said, I can't even promise you that, because I don't know how far you're going to have to travel after that. She's like, but I can jump these woods, it's no problem.
We were told it's 200 miles away.
She's like, yeah, that's quite a bit of a distance, but, you know, just depending on which way you go, you'll get there.
Hey.
I know that where Loudwater is, this way is Parnast, and then up here it's sort of south of where we're on.
Okay, you're here.
Yeah.
Town destroyed here, town destroyed here, Parnast.
Yeah.
You're here. You're going way down here.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's
I
south
had
of
it backwards.
Basically, it's almost, roughly almost south from where you're at right now. 200 miles.
It's 200 miles south of here. Flying will be quicker because it's not limited by the wood. We're going to invest onto a mouse and put that in a bag.
She was like, and throw her into the river. She's like, not that I'd ever do that to a mouse, but the way you've been to me and you've made all these jokes about me being short, I would gladly turn you into a mouse. Put you back, throw you in the river.
Sure. I swear. Anything I can do to make your stay since we made you have to come here easier.
She's like, she kind of, no. I'm stuck here. I was given command of this place. And trust me, it wasn't for she does this real low to the ground like motions, short while.
Listen, can we start over?
Now, once we get the mask, we should have some leisure bit of free time, correct?
No, maybe.
We could also send messages to Zhentarim about dealing with Kyolithika, if need be. That would ease the stone giant's pressure.
Yeah.
Luther, can you send a message to Zhentarim asking him to... Okay, Luther said no.
I can, but it won't go there.
Why would he go through?
It might. Haven't tried.
Just asking if he can convince Kyolithika to withdraw the stone giants for a while.
Alright. So we're gonna try to send a sending message to Zalto, which is my last. Because we didn't get a full rest. Third level spell.
I'm asking if you want to, not that you don't have to.
Time is need, and we roleplay here.
Okay, so, quick question. Why are you wanting to have the giants withdraw?
Because they keep harassing the town.
He wants to make
It'll take
job
yeah,
it'll make her job
halfling
easier. for
job
her.
easier.
I'm not sure if it'll work though.
I'm gonna try before we tell the halfling that we're gonna do that. That way they don't think, oh, we're gonna do this, and then I can't
Yeah,
get
no,
through.
that's what I'm saying. Because I don't know if it'll work. Like, after it's like a 30-70 shot, 30% chance is better than none.
Alright, I try to send this message, or sending message, level 3, to Zalto. And what exactly want me to tell him? Try to pull the history, see if he can get these hill giants off.
Can you convince
Loudwater.
Kyolithika to ease up on her stone giant pressure in Loudwater, at least until Tiamat has been dealt with? That's 22 words.
Yeah, that'll work. Basically that tells, I say, Zalto, can you have Kaliska pull her stone giants out of Loudwater? It will help with what we got going on. We're about to find, we have a chance to find one of the masks.
It's not 25 words.
I don't know how many it is.
Well, what I said was 22.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I mean, if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna count all the words. Roll me a constitution check, see if you can get this out of here.
Oh, shit. A 0. That's just... It ain't going nowhere. That's a 6.
No. You kind of feel what you felt when you were trying to send messages to Harshnag and Maelstrom here.
Like exactly like that?
It's not. I don't know. I can't really say because you rolled pretty low.
Oh.
I tell you, the magic was not allowing it to go through. Is what
So
I
something's
figured.
actually warding this place, preventing messages in and out.
Yep.
We have an enemy in Loudwater.
And they have the same power as the one in the giant kingdom.
You guys are talking about this right
Yeah.
now. She says, could be the giants.
The last person that did this was an ancient dragon.
She was like, I'm pretty sure if there was a dragon here, they would have told me. And she points back to the woods.
The dragons we encountered can turn into human folk.
She said, and the dwarf folk can turn into human folk.
It's not that hard. It's a lot of the spell, really.
I asked her if there's
She
any
can become a
giants.
bear. I'm jealous of that.
I asked her if there's any giants here.
She said, oh no, they're down the road.
Some more civilized than those.
You noticed as Vesper has not opened her mouth, she's calmed down quite a bit.
What the?
She's like, so, where can I take you? Do I need to get you somewhere? No, I do have things to do.
There's the tower that the trees mentioned, the one that's 200 miles to the south.
She's like, yeah, it's just kind of there.
That's where the cult is operating. They're packing up and starting to move. We need to get there as fast as possible.
She's like, well, I told you I can take you, just jump you right across the woods, Southwood here, or, I can, if you want to fly, I can secure you some griffins. If you want to travel through roots, I can do that. She's like, but here's the thing, I can only take you to the edge of the wood. I don't know how long this wood is. She's like, but, you're still going to have to travel some.
Oh, yeah. Any help is better than no help. What do y'all wish to do?
She.
Alright, Griffin.
What's right at? Fuck you roll for that.
Acrobatics.
I could probably ride on a griffin. I have a pretty good acrobatic out of
Well,
game.
griffins are extremely intelligent. I'm pretty sure as long as they're willing to allow you to, that they won't try to buck you off on anything.
She's like, trust me, I'll give her one that will.
Can
She
I-
that wasn't
she
how
points
much.
to Vesper.
Can I maybe try to smooth things over with her?
You could try.
Can we start over?
She's like, why? I already know why you're here. Why do I need to start over?
I mean, but between us, I
But, get it out.
don't want any hard feelings.
She's like, well, you should have thought about that before you come around here firing off a damn crossbow. She's like, so, can you take me back then? Can you do that?
I wish I could.
She's like, oh, wishing don't get you nowhere. You know what they say about wishing? You put it in one hand with some other shit in the other, and guess which one fills up first? She's like, unless you're a powerful wizard, and I can tell the only thing you're whiz at is screwing up.
And shooting things.
Fair enough.
She's really good at shooting
And
things.
it screws things up.
Miniature.
I hear now.
She was expertly at
Looking like you. Just stop. Stop right there. She's like, so, you want griffins?
Sure.
Griffins will be fine.
She's like, give me a couple hours, I'll get you some griffins.
Of course. Methinks.
She's like, please enjoy the town of Loudwater that you upset one time. She's like, because I'm assuming you can't take your spell back, and neither can you, so now they're gonna know you're here.
Oh,
Awesome.
Poof.
Well, what about her? The one that started shooting everything.
I don't have that many slots.
She's like, oh, well, that's your own
I'll
problem.
just turn invisible.
She's like, okay, well, how long take? She said a couple hours too.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
I think it's a good idea. I'll wait for her to go around this town and investigate, see if we can find out why we can't get nothing through here for this place.
And she told you that if it was a dragon, she would know.
Yeah.
You're killing me, guy. I give you another point.
Do you? No.
Yeah.
I pop back visible.
I'm not down to one spell swap, thank you.
No. I'll give you one then.
So you guys go walk around town.
I'm specifically one like use detect magic, try to find out what's going on. The messaging thing.
When you do detect magic, you'll see people light up as to the weapons and just gear that they carry. I mean, unless you're looking for something specific.
Do you have locate?
Well, I can see the types of magic, and it'll be like divination that's preventing a message to go through. And that's specifically what I'm looking like. What could be the source of the bubble of anti-sending?
Do I need to step away from you because I'm just shy?
Well, your magic doesn't give off that there's like extremely something strong magic over this place.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not getting anything, picking up anything like that. Like there's a strong
just looking
presence
for
of
like
magic.
some kind of-
You were looking for like the signal jammer.
Well, no, I was just looking for some kind of lead.
Yeah. So we can find the signal jammer.
No, but I mean, going by about detect magic, you don't find anything that's like that, you know. And she did mention to you, you know, the stones, the trees, the plants, you know, it could be something like that. But that could, I mean, but they're not having any problems.
Yeah.
So,
The arcane magic.
So
or maybe it's the nature magic because you haven't really encountered nature magic.
that's true.
No, or yeah, the nature could be blocking everything.
So what are we gonna do in this town for a few hours?
I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I'm looking around trying to find out. He's looking just for like he's
Resupply.
done.
Can we go to I want to go to a shop and see if the prices have went down.
Yeah.
That.
Mhm. Well, you got rid of the Zhentarim.
Look,
I want to get like 30 days worth of rations because that's my normal.
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
get general supplies
Said
and
that, I
stuff
forgot how much
ready for a
fucking
trip.
gold I
they
got.
kind of look at you odd because you're a commoner. You're buying 30 days worth of rations,
I want to buy as many ball bearings and caltrops as I.
and they look at you odd because you look like a commoner. And then they kind of cock an eye at you, Vesper. You know, like you would had to be one of them Zents, would you buy some stuff like this? And those folks ran out of town a while back. We don't need no more of them here.
When they say Zen, I'll just turn and spit. But nope.
And the owner kind of like, good riddance.
What's his answer? What?
Country people.
This has got a bit of a backward.
But I mean, you're kind of walking around town. You got it in this mind that you're looking for something that could be blocking the signal, and you don't find anything like that. Not with any detect magic or anything.
Guess you want to go grab something to eat.
I'll just walk around casting identify fucking everything.
You don't get anything.
What kind of church do they have here? If they do.
Most of it's Chantia.
Mm.
I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat.
One of the first golds.
You didn't go back to the tavern you came from, grab a bite to eat.
Yeah. Why not?
Within 3 hours, there's an elf, and you can easily see he's with the Emerald Enclave, and he's like, you're needed?
Hey,
Like he's not sure exactly what to say about what's going on. Like you gotta get the idea he knows who you are. And he's like, you're needed.
hey, methinks, what'll be up there?
You go back and there's 4 Mount Griffins with riding saddles. And she kind of looks at you guys. You ever done this?
Absolutely not, I am fortified.
She was like, and you're gonna ride one you by yourself?
Aye.
And,
You rode horses.
No, I don't rode a horse. I've heard a metal bear.
You rode Rupert.
Hey.
but Rupert stands on the ground.
That's right.
She's like, oh, I assure you, this is nothing like riding a horse. do horses turn in the air? Do barrel rolls and stuff?
Is a horse part
Very
lion,
good
part eagle?
Right. And so she'll kind of go over some stuff, tell you how to turn and whatnot, and get them to land. And then she's like, they understand your language,
Yeah.
so you can give them commands. She was like, so I don't know what your time frame is. She's like, but it's going to take you about almost 3 days just to fly there.
That's better than 8 walking.
So she's like, well, I wish you the best of luck, except for you.
Methinks.
And,
We'll need it.
As she kind of goes by and she kind of pets them on the head. Each one of them, she goes up to Vespers and she smiles at her and she leans and she whispers in this griffin's, and it runs out this shriek, and she looks at you and she smiles and nods. And she says, all right. She's like, be off and you're away from town. You guys take off and you get about 40 feet in the air, and she yells out, so much for keeping a low profile.
At least I didn't fire the cannon this time.
Yeah, she has no clue what you're talking about.
I know.
Well,
So your flight to Xonthal's Tower is 2 3/4 days by, so you will literally arrive there about sunset on the 3rd day. That's with breaks and everything.
Yeah. Get a spell slots back on that, good jazz.
It's a peaceful trip. You fly over to Southwood and you come into the south end of the Gray Peak Mountains, and these eventually give way to hills.
The entire time I'm just rambly talking to my griffin about everything that we've been going through.
Wisdom save.
Trying to avoid thinking of the how high up I am. 15.
Okay, you're terrified.
Yeah. That's why I was
Wisdom save, the rest of you
rambling
guys.
talking.
Your wisdom save is not as high as Or's because he has expressed his fear of flying.
I have a negative in wisdom.
Oh, well, that's
So did I. That's why I rolled a 16.
6.
I got a 7.
What about Arustia?
So you got a.
Hey, you got 2 people there,
I'm always
buddy.
used to just roll
1.
God damn. She got a 17.
She's loving it.
She don't give a shit.
She's so used to dealing with animals on the farm, she has mastered this thing within 2 days. And she's loving it. She's flying circles around you.
And I'm just like, so then there's one time, there was this really big
Yeah, Or's got his arms hands locked together around this thing's neck. Every now and then on your trip, Vesper, yours will turn sharply like it's going to throw you off, and you're real scared, and then it turns right back the other way and slings you the other way, and you can tell this thing is messing with you as it's doing it, and you're
I'll be
terrified.
like, I didn't say a fucking short joke.
Luda, you're scared too.
Yeah.
I mean, you're way up in the air. You know, everything looks small from down here.
weird,
And
'cause I rode on a
Orbustier is
dragon.
the only one enjoying this entire
I
trip.
rode on a dragon all the time.
Yeah, you rode on a dragon. But you know what? The dragon, you're
A lot
like,
bigger.
your feet weren't dangling off the
I
side.
can actually
you know?
see down. Look at his back. I'm actually
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
down.
you can look down.
A dragon
instead of look
expressed
out.
that would catch you if you fell. The griffin did not express this.
As you're flying over the Great Peak Mountains, everybody roll me perception sight.
Perception fail. I got.
Yeah, I know if I roll better than this, we get in the fight. So that's 13.
And this is the beginning of your 3rd day.
Orbustier got a 20, and I myself got a 29.
Ooh, you see it. You need a 25.
I got a 4.
13.
You notice as you're flying over the Gray Peaks, the dawn's starting to come up. The sun is, it's dawn. You start to see motion below you, and you get to look in. It's stone giants.
Cause I figure we're going through the air, so it's.
Yeah. Well,
a
you're
lot of
way
wind
up
and
there.
stuff.
Yeah. You're way up there.
I'll try to motion or something to you guys to look.
My eyes are closed.
down
I don't
that
see
way.
you motioning.
I'll try to
You did
yell.
say
I
you
don't
was
know if you
gonna
guys can
fall.
hear me, but I'll be like, I'll try to yell, "Stone giants!"
I mean, you guys have gotten up. You might be an hour and a half into your trip, and you see stone giants below.
I want.
Are there anybody with them or just on?
You're yelling, no, it's just stone giants. And you see, and you're watching them, pointing up, trying to keep an eye on as you're pointing them out to everybody. And none of them have Like you don't see any threat from them. Like they're not trying to hurl rocks at you or anything. But you do see them below and they're watching you guys fly way overhead.
So we say hello.
You know that you'll be at Xonthal's tower by evening. From where you're at right
Who's
now.
tower?
Xonthal's tower.
Have
That's
we
where
ever
you're going.
passed up opportunity
It's awful.
to say hello to somebody?
We are this time.
Damn it, Luna.
Well, look what happened this time when you did.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a little bit more restrained these days.
Ever since fucking cloth, I just got bad luck talking to people.
Right.
What? It's not you to say. It's not to just push them all from the side. Just cover it up.
You're gonna keep going?
That's what they said. Yeah, like wars down for whatever
Yeah.
wants the sniper to be over with.
I wanted to say hello.
Oh.
We ain't not saying hello to this stuff. So, no. We're
All right,
not.
let's say hello.
You go
talk to
down there.
everybody.
You go down there. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, you can go.
I would love to have my feet on ground for a little bit longer.
You just took off.
That's the
I've been
point.
up here like an hour.
Aye.
Yeah, I think we'd go. If they're not threatening, they're not throwing rocks at us.
Well, you're like half a mile in the air.
Oh.
No.
I'm just saying, so you see no threat from up here.
Oh.
Fair
Well,
enough. Yeah.
alright, let's keep going then.
Like I'd love to
I thought that
talk to
we
a
were
stone
in
giant for a
range,
bit.
No, you're
Oh.
flying. I imagine you're flying pretty high.
We're just too far. We're just out of the range of boulders. That's what it is.
All I hear is flying high again.
You guys travel on through the day, and as evening starts to set in, off in the distance, you see a small town. And right on the outskirts of it is a large rectangle, not rectangle, it's a, yeah, it is a rectangle. Long square, yeah. A rectangle tower. And around it is a huge hedge maze. Maze.
I think there's a large
Yeah.
mage.
And it sits at the end of the town.
I was gonna say, at least they're not powerful.
Are you guys going to fly directly to the tower, or are you going to land outside of the town? What are you doing?
So we see a large maze.
Yes, it's a large hedge maze that like surrounds the tower.
Let's avoid.
It surrounds the tower. It surrounds the tower. We can't.
Why can't we?
No, the tower sticks way up out of it.
We can land on top of the tower.
And like you see the town, and then you see the maze that's around the tower. It's just like a large hedge maze.
I don't know if. Should we just fly the tower? Is that a good idea?
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Probably
like it's
not,
not.
but I don't want to walk. I don't trust the maze.
Can we see enough of the maze to see?
Not from where you're at. You just see this at a distance.
Okay.
The town. You're going to hit the town first, and then the
Yeah.
tower.
I would have changed out my spells coming into this because the blue dragon. There's a
Okay.
blue half dragon.
That's fine.
We should probably land outside town.
Yeah.
What side of town? Before you get to town, or fly on the other side of town towards the tower? Because you can see the hedge maze.
What purpose would that serve?
The maze starts at the edge of town. Like there's the edge of town, and then there's the maze and the tower.
Probably past the town. 'Cause we don't want to go through town. We want to go straight to the tower, right?
What we need is in the tower, right?
Yeah. But if we try to fly toward the tower, I just have a feeling they're gonna have shit at us and they're gonna kill us. Cause fall off a griffin, splat.
Oh
Yeah.
But I don't. All right. Big tower, maze. That shit's trap.
It's a trap.
We're going. If we go into that maze, we'll never get out of it.
That's why the DM put it there.
Do you have a teleportation?
Huh?
Do you have a teleportation spell?
No, he does.
I mean, I gave you guys the options on how to travel.
We have a conch.
Yeah.
If we get
I got
stuck,
the
we can get
teleportation
out.
circle and I got the conch.
I got Misty
I mean, we'll
Step.
be way back
I
in
couldn't get within
Ghost
30 feet of the castle. I'm just on top of it.
I got thunder step. I can teleport 90 feet. It takes someone with me.
I can firebolt this maze down on the ground.
I don't know.
I get fireball this maze down to the ground.
I vote.
Doing it.
I vote park the griffins on the outside of the city.
Yeah.
Walk into
If we
it.
come in flying on griffins, we're only shot out the air.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So,
saying.
Yeah, we might as well
We'll
stay.
park outside the city before reaching it.
Okay, so you land outside of town. How far?
Probably a mile.
About a mile in land.
A
That's
few,
pretty-
I think they see a griffin a mile away. Cause I don't know what the surrounding area looks like.
It's dark. It's starting to get
It's dark.
But is, like, what's the surrounding area? Is it like
It's
forest?
low
woods?
hills where you're at, and then it goes into flat land in the tower.
I'd say 2 miles, just to be safe.
2 miles.
Yeah, because it's just a little bit of dark. By the time we get there, it'll be like more along the lines of sunrise and dawn.
Yeah.
And then. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, no, it's getting dark as in evening, not dawn.
Oh, evening.
Yeah, you left this morning.
We attack under the cover of darkness.
Yeah, if we can get through this fucking maze.
We're gonna burn the maze down. Fuck it, I won't cast fly on all of us. We're just gonna fly over the maze. Take that,
Then we're
finish up what's going on.
Then we're gonna miss out on something cool.
Yeah. Other way.
Oh, would you?
I don't know.
You ever been in a maze in D&D?
No,
Yes.
but you know
I
what?
ran a maze. It's tough.
I hopped
I
on
ran the original,
You
what's it
did-
called?
Two Vanillas.
The old one.
There's Minotaur in a maze.
Tomb of Horrors. I ran the original Tomb of Horrors, like ran in the original Tomb of Horrors. I don't like mazes anymore, in general.
Alright, so, land outside of town.
Yeah, about 2
walking
miles
back,
out.
And then walking in. Alright.